I live in England 15 years and I just moved 2 years ago to Hereford.
I come from Liverpool in the northwest of England.
I know, I think this is Hereford is a very, very nice town. I think it's very old, nice town.
I have a little problem because I come from Lebanon, but I'm not Lebanese. I'm Palestinian. I'm from Palestine, but I come from Lebanon.
Okay. Ich finde es ist okay, dass jetzt Ausländer sich nach Österreich integrieren.
Jein. Die lange Zeit zur Integration, was sie jetzt brauchen, das ist zu lang. Aber Leute, die sich nicht integrieren wollen, das heißt, die was rückfällig werden, die was irgendwas anstellen oder solche Sachen, da finde ich in Ordnung, wenn sie abgeschoben werden.
Every year, over 72,000 immigrants move to the UK. That's 1 in every 12 people.
The population of Sweden is 9 million, and last year, in 2012, about 100,000 people immigrated to Sweden, and 50,000 Swedes emigrated to other countries.
2007, the foreign part of the Austrian population was around 814,000, which are approximately 10%. Of these, 227,000 were from the European Union.
It is an agricultural county, and lots of the immigrants I speak to also come from agricultural counties, and they have brought in themselves a lot to Herefordshire in that respect.
Well, 2002 actually. First, I came to Hereford first as a student for my agricultural practice, because I was studying in a college, agricultural college, rural tourism and business, and then moved in here, and I just outskirts of Hereford in a farm where I spent the whole summer, and then I met quite a few friends in here, and I loved all that, environment of Hereford, the city itself, and I just found 2005. I thought, oh, why not to move in here, to move my family, and I was once I've been in here, in 2002 I got like a bug. After I came back after my agricultural practice, I thought, it was staying in my mind, it's just stuck. And I thought, one day I would love to come back to Hereford, why?
I miss my friends.
Did you ever move back there?
Well, you don't know what happens in the future, but no, my home is here now.
I think it's a lovely place to live. I'm really outdoorsy, and there's a lot of things, sports and walking and mountain biking and cycling around Hereford that I really enjoy doing.
Yes, I travel around Europe and everywhere, not doing music as you see, and the vampires and with the band. And after that I moved to England, and the others they live in Europe.
Do you know, yes, I miss a little bit Ukraine. I'm a grandma, I have a daughter and granddaughter only. I speak every day in Skype. Only my daughter, I have a life, my life is here. My Bob can't live in Ukraine, is everything different. No friends, no this. I'm here, met lots of friends, it's very kind to me.
Britain is a hotspot for tourists and immigrants, and it has a better standard of living and jobs.
Austria is in need of immigrants because of economical reasons, but refugees aren't even allowed to work in Austria.
In 2012, more people immigrated from Sweden than in 1897, when immigration to America was in its peak.
Haben Sie, welche Berufe dürfen die Asylwerber legal machen in Österreich oder in Deutschland?
Ich denke, legal dürfen sie alles machen, wofür sie eine Ausbildung haben.
Asylwerber dürfen in dem ersten Jahr, wenn sie noch in einem Asylheim sind, dürfen sie keinen Beruf annehmen.
Aha.
Und dann wird von Integrieren geredet. Dabei dürfen sie nicht mal raus.
Das passt dann ja nicht unbedingt zusammen.
Den einzigen Job, den sie legal machen dürfen, ist Prostitution.
Ach ja, Gott.
Gesetzlich verankert.
Ja, das ist 100%.
When did you come to Sweden?
It's about 6 years.
Okay, so what was your response from how was the welcoming of the Swedish people when you first came in?
The Swedish people are so great, and so how I say it, they're so nice people. They always, when I say nice people, that means absolutely, it's not all the people, but I mean most of them, it's so nice people, and when I come to Sweden I felt that I'm living in my home, because I come from Lebanon. Lebanon is not my country because I'm Palestinian. So when I come to Sweden, there was a big difference between people here in Sweden and people in where I come from. So the Swedish people are so nice people.
1 in 3 people believe that tension between immigrants and people born in the UK is the major cause of diversion.
In 2006, the most people came from Serbia and Chechnya, the southern part of Russia. But the funny thing is, the most people don't even know about Austria.
In 2008, over 90,000 permits of residence were granted in Sweden.
My sister first came to England, to Leicester, so I came after 1 year. All my family is here. My children is growing here. My mother is here. My sister is here. So everybody almost here.
Also welchen Grund muss man haben, damit man Asyl auch wirklich bekommt?
Ich denke mal, der Hauptgrund sollte sein, dass man, zu Hause nicht in Frieden und in Sicherheit leben kann.
When you live in a place like Lebanon, every time, every minute, every second, you feel that you will lose your life, because it's about religion. It's about, you don't know why they will kill you, because if you say something they don't like it, there's a lot of things that they can kill you about. It seems in Lebanon there's no war, but there's a big war and no one knows it. That's why when I come to Sweden, so
We're here at the Hereford Academy and talking to one of our fellow students. So let's start off with, what's your name and how old are you?
I'm Kasia Pellewood and I'm 14.
What country do you come from?
I come from Poland and a bit called Kolno.
So, how did you face the language barrier when you first moved to Britain?
Well, it was hard to learn it because I didn't know much before I came. Well, I went to school and it was easier.
So, obviously you went to school, so how did you make friends when you got here?
Well, I had one girl who I had to follow, and she learned me. She knew a little bit of Polish, and I was telling her Polish, and she was like, look, when the teacher was speaking to me, she was telling me what she meant.
So, how long have you actually been in Britain?
Over 6 years.
And how do you feel about Britain and the culture in Britain?
Well, it's good.
Did you find it easy to fit in where you moved?
It was quite hard. Some people were being racist to me, but soon I got more friends and more. It's good.
How did you deal with the racism when you first got here?
Well, half the English people were good, were really friendly, but when they actually started to know me, they were quite racist. But I got some friends and they're nice.
Now, I know it was 6 years since you were in Poland, but do you remember what it was like there?
Yeah.
And the differences?
It was quite different.
How so?
In Poland we didn't have much English people, and here half of Hereford is Polish.
So I'm guessing it was you could make quite a few Polish friends when you first got here, so it was awkward. Yeah. So what advice would you give to anyone moving to Britain from a foreign country?
To get involved in more and get to know more people.
If you had the chance to, would you go back to your original country?
No.
Why?
It was hard to settle and get friends here. I'll go back to Poland. I missed Poland when I was in here. When I go back to Poland, I'll miss this country.
Hello, my name's Annette Montegriffo. I was born in Gibraltar in 1962 and I left Gibraltar in 1979 to go to London.
Hello, I'm Carlos. I was born in 1977. I have been living in Spain 20 years, and then I have been living in Germany, Poland, and now in UK. I have been already 5 years, and I work at the Hereford Academy as teaching assistant.
Why Hereford? My boyfriend at the time got a job in Malvern, so I followed him to Hereford, but previous to that I'd been in London working in London, and then the move here was a bit different to the big city, but it's got other things to offer as well.
I moved to Hereford because I found a job as a teacher of Spanish, and therefore I moved. But previously to that, I was living in Leeds, where my wife had a job as a pharmacist. And the question is why I moved to England. And we moved to England because it was a good place to have a job. My wife, who is a Polish lady, and myself, who I'm Spanish. In Spain, it was difficult because the unemployment is very high. In Poland, it wasn't easy for me as teacher of Spanish because they don't pay you properly. So the best place where our qualifications were recognized, it was UK, it was England.
The nice thing about Hereford, I think it's people smile at you. You go, wherever you are, people do seem to be friendly. I've heard people say the opposite, but I think people in Hereford are quite friendly. And in the little village where I live in north of Hereford, I love that because, you go out for a walk and, people will chat, talk to you, how are you? They'll invite you in for a cup of tea. So I find that quite welcoming. It was hard at the beginning, but it took a little while, but I would say generally I think people are quite friendly.
I think there are two factors. One, in Spain it happened the same. People in the rural areas are more friendly because they are more used to deal with the neighbors than in cities. But then there is a second factor that in Hereford, I don't think they are so used to different people, as they are not so multicultural as in Leeds, where I was, that you could see more black people or more Asian people, and here they are. And I've heard the same comments that you said, that maybe they could be a little bit discriminatory towards me, but I haven't feel it personally.